Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ujjwal and I make scrapbooks and a lot of other paper crafts, greeting cards, a lot of other stuff. But I love scrapbooking and I love incorporating new elements in my scrapbooks. So in today's video, I will be showing you how to add or how to make a waterfall element. I think it's a fantastic, great interactive element, and it has utility as well because it allows you to add multiple photographs on a single page of scrapbook, which I think is always great. The more photographs you can add, the more valuable your scrapbook becomes. So yeah, and so today I decided to show you a little twist, and I'm showing you how to make the waterfall element in two different ways, and I hope you enjoy the video. But of course, before you start with the actual video, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
And let's start the video now. So today I will be using this everyday florals paper collection that I designed a couple of years back, and it has beautiful vibrant colors and it's very non-traditional Valentine theme. So we'll go with this one. To start with, I have a strip of paper that measures 2 inches by 12 inches, and I have die cut some hearts. This is a very old heart die that I have. I think it's from Itsy Bitsy. I'm going to link it in the description box below. But in case you do not have a die cutting machine or dies, and you don't want to invest in it, here's a simple quick hack. Just use a post-it note depending on the size that you want the heart to be. Fold it in half and then cut it out like so in this shape. And when you open it, you will have this heart template that you can use to draw out your hearts and hand cut them. So don't let the tools hinder your creativity in any way. And of course, in case you don't want to make the effort of cutting the hearts, you can always use rectangular or square photo mats that will work with this mechanism just the same. So we are now going to take our long strip and score at every half an inch 4 times. So we need 4 sections of half inch, and I scored at 11 and a half, 11, 10 and a half, and 10. And this will give me these 4 sections where we are going to add a photo mats and make our mechanism work. So before I adhere the mats or the hearts, I'm going to just make sure that all the folds are folding well, and they are all burnished well. Now we are going to take our hearts and start from the lowest or from the bottom half an inch section, and we are going to just add our heart like so. Since it's a heart shape, the section in the middle, make sure there's no adhesive there, otherwise it is going to ruin the entire mechanism. So just adhesive under the hearts, and the edge of the heart should align with the score line, and we are going to do this for all the sections. So we are going to add one heart on every half an inch section like that. I'm going to alternate between the colorful one and this beautiful blue one so that it looks even more interesting. And it's really simple to do, but I love the wow factor that it adds to anything. Now I generally prefer using them in scrapbooks, but you can of course make such interactive cards as well. If you're not into scrapbooks, you can use these interactive elements on just regular Valentine's Day cards or birthday cards, and they would be super cute as well. Alright, so now I'm going to trim the top part, the last section, along the edge of the heart so that it looks more in the theme, and that white that's sticking out doesn't look odd. So I'm going to trim it along the edge of the heart completely. And so now all of these are stuck really well. Give them time to dry if you're using a liquid glue like I am, so that they're really stuck into their place and doesn't move around. Alright, so now that we have this basic structure, I'm going to also trim down the bottom part in the shape of the heart there, the bottom triangle sort of a thing, so that again it looks cute and it looks part of the whole thing. Okay, now we are going to take the remaining piece. You can of course use a separate paper as well, but I'm going to put it down like so, under the bottom, like the first heart that we attached, and we are going to just fold it across like so. It's difficult to explain in words, but I hope the visual is clear. So this is how our mechanism is actually going to move. So you want to stick the bottommost heart on the piece of paper here, just like so, and then we are going to turn it over and stick from the back as well. So here, make sure you're not sticking this piece of paper to the actual mechanism. You just need to make sure that this, yeah, so just wanted to show you that I've not stuck it to the actual mechanism. That is how it will move. If you stick it, it will not move. So now this mechanism is ready. It was as simple as that, and I think it looks super cute as a part of the album or on its own. So let me know in the comments below, how would you like to use it. Moving on, here is the twist or the second option that you can do while creating these. So here I have this strip of paper that measures 11 inches by 3.5 inches, and I'm going to score it in the middle and fold it in half so that I have this cute little folding card like so. And then I have two other pieces that measure 3.25 by 5.25. This is just slightly less than a quarter inch less than the card that we had. I just wanted to create a small white border, and one of the pieces I'm going to stick to the inside just like so right away, and we are going to work on the other piece before we stick it in the card. So this other piece will actually have our waterfall element. Here I'm marking 1/2 inch from all four sides because I want to cut it out to create a waterfall. So you want to kind of create a border that is 1/2 inch wide on all four sides. So this method might appear a bit complex, and maybe it is, but when you do it once or twice, it's actually really simple, and it's the same formula that we did in the first part, the simple one. But it has that factor where you think, oh, how did she do that? So it has that kind of a factor, and I like that. So yeah, it's fun. So now that I've drawn a 1/2 inch border, and now I'm going to cut it out from three sides. So I'm just using a paper cutter and a metal ruler, and I have my cutting mat to protect my work surface, and just like that I'm going to cut it out from three sides, and I'm going to score the one remaining side so it folds properly. I'm using my scoring board, and I will just align that marked line with a scoring line, and score using my bone folder and make sure it's burnished really well. And now we are going to do the same thing that we did in the first part. We are going to make 1/2 inch sections, but only on the middle part that we cut open. I hope it's clear from the video what we are doing here. We're creating 1/2 inch sections again from the part that's open here, and make sure that you fold and burnish all the sections properly so that they move freely when we try out the mechanism. So here I'm going to measure it out and cut out some photo mats to see what fits perfectly here, and I'm going to just write down the photo mat measurements here on the back of each so that you can refer to them if you need to create the exact same card later on. So here I have all of my photo mats cut out, measured, and I've written the measurements so you can refer to them later on. And that last one, the 2/4 by 2/4 inch, I did not use. It's an extra, but you can use if you'd like to. Before we adhere the photo mats, I'm going to also add an extension to this part here so that this will actually allow us or help us to move the mechanism. So we are going to just adhere the piece here like so, and I'm going to use a piece of tape. You can use glue, you can use anything, because this part is not going to be visible, so you can attach it any way you like. So now that you've added an extra part, you will be able to pull it out, and now it's easy. I just have to start adding the photo mats one by one on each half-inch section that we created or scored, and then we will have our wonderful, magical, mysterious waterfall ready. So let's add our photo mats quickly. And that's it, our little waterfall element is ready. You can see how that attachment now works, why we added it. I hope it all makes sense now. So before we add it to the inside of our card, I'm also going to punch out the end using the tag punch from Dress My Craft. I love this punch so much, and I really like how it adds that little detail to this. And I'm going to now adhere it, and while adhering, please remember to adhere it only from those three sides and only on the borders. The glue must be only on the border and not in the middle of the card, otherwise of course your card will get stuck and it will not move. So to make it easier to pull out and also to just kind of add an accent, I'm going to add this little ribbon piece, ribbon bow or ribbon knot at the end where we punched out the tag here, and that's it. Our little element is ready. Again, you can add it as part of a scrapbook, or you can just gift the card as it is, decorate it a little bit. And of course I'm going to remove the measurements, but I loved making it and I hope you enjoyed this video. I love making cards that have a little bit of a mystery element and a little bit of a wow factor, and I think this has those both things. And yeah, I'm going to decorate it further and I will share with you once I've added them to a scrapbook, which is coming next week. So make sure you check back next week to see how I made the entire scrapbook and how these elements became part of that scrapbook. So see you again soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye.